Got it. Let me turn off my camera because I'm still finishing my cigarette, but
Okay.
I won't get you in trouble on YouTube. You know how they
I
are.
know. I
Get
know. I know. I know.
get you hosted here.
Oh man.
Get you in trouble on YouTube. You know.
Wonder why it didn't change the
Go. Get
didn't
moved
change the
out.
title. What is up with that? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, that's on your end. You got to
Yeah. I
decide.
know, right? Uber's updates. All right.
That was cool. I watched it change. Yeah, you
Did
didn't
you?
have to refresh. It just changed it on the screen.
Cool.
Alrighty then.
Well, it didn't change over here on YouTube. Hey, Fallen Angel. Hey, Helen. Whoops. Shit. Sorry, Helen. Sorry.
And we need to come up with an intro for Uber's updates.
I know, we do, right? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Nikki Lee. Let me edit this real quick. Doggone it. The title, for some reason, didn't change, so I'm doing that right now.
Deborah says, "Hey, you can't say shit on TV."
Uh, it is quite the day. Quite the day. Let me see.
Been a somewhat quiet day though. I mean, as far as like
Yeah,
cases that we've been working on, it's been pretty quiet today for a
yeah,
Friday.
yeah, yeah. Hello, everybody. Let me pop out chat. Remember live chat up the top. So make sure you're on live chat instead of top chat. And Davros, Hippie Soul, New, Linz, Hellion, Tori, Tina, Tina, Hippie Soul, New on the block. Hello, everybody. Hey, Hillbilly, how you doing? Hey, Gabby.
Tina
Okay,
says, "Hey,
live
fucker,
chat.
Davros."
Huh?
Tina said, "Hey, fucker," to Davros.
Hello, everybody. So, we are going, what we're going to do today is we are going to go ahead and we are going to do Uber's updates. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, I see
First of all,
Tina. I see Tina out there in the chat, and I want to tell her real quick. Sunday night through Monday afternoon, you're going to be under the gun for
why?
tornado outbreak from
Oh,
Tulsa all the way down to Dallas. So be fully aware of what's going on up that way there, Tina, because
oh. Hey,
I'll be
Lance.
keeping you posted, but we're watching it. Yeah, well, and into Tuesday, yeah. So
Hey, Hannah Banana.
Sunday night, and through Monday afternoon was when the bad stuff's supposed to come through, and then even more on Tuesday and later on Tuesday evening. So
Right.
yeah, it's supposed to be nasty up in your area around Tulsa Monday afternoon, Monday morning, Monday afternoon. So
So, I'm going to ask everybody to like, share, and subscribe. And hey, Joy Joy, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Linz, hello. And we've had a long couple weeks with this Brian Laundry thing. But what we're going to do tonight, guys, is we're going to cut it back a little bit. We're going to have a little bit of fun. But first, I want to tell you about a very special episode of The Missing that we're going to be doing. And it'll be done Monday at noon on Pacific Standard Time. I've got to get a commercial put together for this. I've got, hey, Blue Eyed Diva, hello, everybody, Tori. I've got to get I've been working on this thing for 2 days now. There was 2 little girls and their mama that was brutally murdered. Brutally murdered. Hey, K-Dog. Thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate that. Brutally murdered. And along with that came other things. The girls, Tori was 10, Brittany was 12, and their mama was 29. They were brutally murdered and left in their home along with a 6-year-old boy that couldn't wake up his mom, couldn't wake up his sissies. We have somebody out in the audience, and she's a good friend of mine, Miss Tina, and it was her relatives. So after doing some studying on this case, I got a hold of her today and got in touch with the aunts of the 2 young girls. Her name is Angie. Ryan was these girls' daddy. So Ryan and Angie are brother and sister. And I spoke with her about a half hour to 45 minutes today on the phone. And she will be joining us Monday. She will be joining us Monday.
Cool.
And True Helper, hello. Yes, exactly. Exactly, True Helper. So I found court records, and it not only, these 2 young girls, 10 and 12 years old, not only had to go through the brutality of being murdered by the hands of their stepfather, but also they were sexually abused by their own grandfather, a man they considered grandfather. And so we'll dive into that also. This goes all back to domestic violence and the abuse of young children. This will be a very intense, very triggered show. And please, I'm going to ask you all to be here and support. Good to see you and everyone here tonight. Thank you for having us and putting this info out. It's imperative that people know evil that exists in this world. Absolutely, True Helper. Absolutely. So I will ask you all to be here Monday at noon Pacific Standard Time as we tell the story about little Brittany, little Victoria, they called her Tori, and their mother. And we're going to tell this story. We are going to tell this story. And please join us. And that's about as much sadness as I'm going to put a damper on this for right now. So, with that being said, everybody, shall we start the show?
Which one are you going to start with?
Oh my God, I don't know which one to start with. I'm so triggered.
Go with the funny one. The one I sent you about the guy who was searching.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was.
Okay, I'll do it.
You know, yesterday we brought a story to you that, we don't usually get to give happy endings, but this is a whole nother level. This is the funny side of it.
Let me find it. Okay, so you guys.
Hey Gabby, hey Lou.
Hey Gabby. Hey Hen Kid. Hey Lou. Yoga Pants, hello. So, a man reported missing, and they sent out the search team for this man. You guys, they sent out a search team. God bless these people. God bless them for sending out a search team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Wouldn't we all? I mean, I would want somebody to go out and look for me.
Right. Yeah,
So let's.
the community comes together and they go out searching for it, especially if you're a prominent person in the community. Everybody knows you, or maybe it's that guy that he's always going to the same grocery store. He sees you every day, getting his coffee or whatever.
Well,
You're gonna
yeah.
look for that guy. He's a good guy.
Can
But
you see? Can you? Do I have this up on the right screen? Can you see
yes,
it?
yep.
Man reported missing. Joins search party seeking him. How unbelievable is this stuff, right?
Oh,
So here we go. This is over in Turkey, by the way. I can't see.
there you
Can't
go.
see the. Okay, you got it.
Yep.
Okay, so you want to read this off?
Okay, in a scene worthy of a comedy skit, a Turkish man joined a search party for a missing person, not realizing the individual being pursued was him. Uh, how do you pronounce that?
Behan. Yeah, Behan Mutlu.
Mutlu, 51, went drinking with a friend in the forest in the town of Ingol, northwest Turkey, late Tuesday. His wife reporting him missing after he did not return home, and she heard he had walked away from his friend drunk. Uh,
Can you imagine?
Gendarmen and rescue teams were called in to find Mutlu, who
Yeah.
had gone to sleep in a house in the forest. Turkish online news site T24 reported Friday he came across members of a search party in the morning and decided to help them find the missing person. He realized he was the focus of the search when they began calling his name. After a while, they said they were looking for Behan Mutlu. T24 quoted him as saying, "I broke into a cold sweat when I heard my name. I told them I was Brian Mutlu, but they continued to search." Mutlu continued, "They didn't believe me. The truth came out when my friend Masood saw me." Mutlu said he was part of the search team for more than a half hour. So he got drunk, passed out in an old abandoned house in the woods, woke up, wanders out into the woods, sees the search party looking for someone, and goes, "Oh, you know what? I'm here. I'm able-bodied. I'm gonna help out." So he gets into search, and then they start calling his name. And he goes, "Wait a minute, that's me. You guys are searching for me." And they went, "Yeah, right, sure, okay."
Right, like, I'm here. Right here.
"No, really, you guys are looking for me. I'm right here."
Well, I can see him standing there going, "Well, I wonder where the hell this guy is." Oh, God. Oh, man, that was good.
I can see Lou doing something that he was like, "I'm just a YouTuber, bro." "Okay, it is you. All right, yeah."
Okay, so let's look at this one. Now, I haven't seen this one, but these stories that are on inside of this story have me wondering about certain things. So let's look into this. Woman charged with starting wildfire after allegedly trying to boil bear urine. Now,
I've got a lot of questions with this one. And the most important one is, how did she collect the bear urine?
oh my
Like, "Hey,
God.
Smokey, can I get a specimen sample from you? Just take this mason jar over behind the tree." Like, how do you collect bear urine?
Oh my God. How do you collect bear urine? I mean, come on. So, okay, I'll read this one, okay? I gotta
All right.
quit laughing because this is pretty funny shit. Okay, California. A California woman charged with starting a large destructive wildfire claimed it started by accident while she was boiling bear urine to drink. What?
Ew.
What? Get out of there, Bentley. You go lay down. You're being a naughty boy. Trying to get out of the room. While she was boiling urine to drink. Now, right there is something's wrong with this picture. You know? The Shasta County District Attorney detailed the charges against Palo Alto woman who said who they said sparked a fawn fire. The district attorney said
Stephanie Bridges.
Alexandra, 30, a self-described shaman, was stopped by cal fire coming out of the brush after the fire started with a lighter in her pocket. Fire crews were tipped off to the Cervena after people in the area reported seeing a woman trespassing and acting erratically. Firefighters later said she appeared dehydrated and needed medical attention. Firefighters said the foreman at the quarry asked her to leave, and she was seen running off into the hills near where the fire started. Now, the fire in itself is not funny. But this woman drinking bear urine, there's something wrong with this picture. Firefighters said the foreman at the quarry asked her to leave, and she was seen running off into the hills near where the fire started. She dropped a CO2 cartridge and AA batteries on the ground. Later that afternoon, fire crews were dispatched to vegetation fire on the same property. According to the documents, she said that she was trying to get to Canada and had become thirsty. She said she found a puddle of water in a dry creek bed. She said the water contained bear urine and tried to filter the water with a tea bag. She said that didn't work, so she attempted to make a fire to boil the water. Hey, Papa Bear. Okay. She stated it was too wet for the fire to start. She said she drank the water anyway and then continued walking uphill from the creek bed. Silvanera, or whatever her name is, graduated from Palo Alto High School in 2009. Shock. According to the Palo Alto Online, her Lincoln states that she is experienced in chemistry and graduated in Caltech in 2012. She described herself on the page as a shaman and said she was a yoga instructor and dive master. She was being held on a $100,000 bail. Named the Fawn Fire, the blaze has destroyed more than 180 homes and other buildings in an unincorporated area north of the city of Redding. Now, come on.
How did she know that the water had bear urine in it? You know, did she see?
Maybe she smelled it.
I mean,
First of all, how close do you have to get to a bear to smell piss?
right? I don't think I'd want to be that close to a bear.
I don't think I would want to either. Just
Dad Rose, I knew somebody was going to say it. She was a yogi master.
Damn, Rose. Ding. Miss Puddin says she's too crazy. Canada doesn't want her. Yes, I speak for the entire country. Oh, Lordy. We thought you guys would enjoy these stories. What does bear piss smell like? Well, Dixie Rose, that's what we're trying to figure out here, too. You know? Okay, so this is some of the crazy stories we get. So Rooster attacks man on Queen Street. So, oh, I wonder if we have a picture. Oh, we do. Well, let's just play this, shall we? Here we go, guys.
Now, in Queens, where a man speaking out after being attacked on his way to work yesterday, not by a person, a dog, even city rats. He says his assailant was an angry rooster. Arthur Chan has the story from Jamaica.
Leon Susaran was on his way to work when he was attacked from behind yesterday morning. His vein punctured, his pain only outmatched by his surprise to find out he was being attacked by a rooster.
I have to deal with the blood gushing out, and I have to deal with this animal, this vicious animal that just keeps charging at me.
Vicious animal.
Vicious.
To stop the bleeding, the rooster
Vicious.
kept coming at him.
And then I was kicking it like this, kicking it off repeatedly, and the animal just kept charging, almost evil, sinister.
Ultimately, Leon was able to outrun his attacker and call 911. A flock of roosters and chicken he says often escape his neighbor's property here in Jamaica, Queens, and have attacked others before.
Okay, let me replay because they said the audio was low. So here we go.
Leon Susaran was on his way to work when he was attacked from behind yesterday morning. His vein punctured, his pain only outmatched by his surprise to find out
Go lay
he
down.
was being
Go on.
attacked
Go
by
lay
a
down.
rooster.
I have to deal with the blood gushing out, and I have to deal with this animal, this vicious animal that just kept charging at me.
As Leon applied pressure to the wound to try to stop the bleeding, the rooster kept coming at him.
And then I was kicking it off repeatedly, and the animal just kept charging, almost evil, sinister.
Ultimately, Leon was able to outrun his attacker and call 911. A flock of roosters and chicken heat often escape his neighbor's property here in Jamaica, Queens, and have attacked others before. When
Dead.
the squad arrived at the scene, they were far from shy and behind the fence. Luckily, despite the attack, some say, let it be.
True helper.
To me, they don't get trouble.
The city's health department tells us roosters are generally prohibited in New York City and that they've received the complaint and are sending an inspector to investigate. Leon says the roosters are a threat to the community. After getting a tetanus shot, he and his family tried to do it the neighborly way, but
We tried to talk to the family last night, they closed the door in our faces.
a tree
Ooh.
but this flock rules the block in Queens.
This cock rules the block.
Fox 5 News.
Exactly. Chicken stew. You got
That's
that?
one cock you don't want to fuck with.
Oh, Lordy. Some of these stories just crack me the hell up. Man drowns in freak lawnmower accident. Now, this isn't funny.
Okay.
This isn't funny.
Freak lawnmower? I mean, was he mowing like beside a pond
don't know.
or something? Or like,
Find out.
I'm curious on this one.
We're going to find out. An elderly South Carolina man died in a freak lawnmower accident. The Cherokee County coroner says 88-year-old Daniel Lee Schaff of Gaffney was cutting the lawn when the accident took place. Sean was riding a zero-turn mower on his property when it ran off the turf, overturned on the embankment into a creek. The mower came to the rest on top of Shaw, trapping him under the water.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I was wondering.
That's so
He was
sad.
mowing down near the bank of the creek or pond, and it went in.
Oh,
And
that's
he
so
went in with
sad.
it. And him being 88-year-old, I mean,
Yeah,
first off,
yeah.
88-year-olds shouldn't be out there on mowers.
No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Okay, so. Okay, what other stories did you bring me?
Oh, well, dog's back in the news. And he
Dog's
might
back.
be in a little bit of heat.
Okay, let me get. Yeah.
He might be in a little bit of trouble.
Okay. So, Dog the Bounty Hunter slams Brian Laundrie's father for joining authorities in search for his son. Oh boy. Dog the Bounty Hunter and isn't afraid to voice his opinion. Oh, Jesus. Actually, that mouth of his has landed him in some pretty hot water in the past. In fact, the host of TV's network allegedly refused even to consider working with him again. Still, he seems tethered to the idea of finding Brian Laundrie. Now, here's the kicker, guys. He does not have a license.
Yeah, I think
Does not
that's in
have a
the other
license.
story.
Oh, is that okay? Let me
I
find
think
that other
that's
one.
the other one.
Let me find the other one. That is more interesting than this.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, more bad news for Dog the Bounty Hunter surrounding his involvement with the Gabby Petito case. He's been operating his own personal investigation and search for Brian Laundrie, haven't we all? Despite its potentially hazardous legal repercussions. To recap, the reality star is not actually licensed to hunt for fugitives in Florida. Moreover, using the term bounty hunter, they're actually breaking the laws in and of itself. The legally cleared professional term is actually a bail agent. I know, right, Davros? That is an older picture. Although you two kind of look a lot alike. Except he's got hair, you don't. Anyway, it says, what's more in the fact that procuring the title actually involves a hefty testing and licensing process. So Dog's resume may contain thousands of captures, but his lack of credentials may lead to his downfall. Actually, experts now say that his hypothetical apprehension of Brian Laundrie may put him at risk for kidnapping charges. What do you think of that happy horse shit? Huh?
I mean, if he finds him, he's going to have his police buddies that he is with him make the arrest. Obviously, you know, he can't even claim a citizen's arrest because he's not a citizen of Florida.
Well, here they're saying, let's breaking down a citizen's arrest. Speaking of legalities, some may bring up the concept of a citizen's arrest. The problem with it lies in the fact that an arrest can only be made if you witness a crime committed in front of your very eyes. Due to Dogg's lack of credentials, the public is essentially just as qualified or not as him to perform this. In terms of Brian Laundrie's apprehension, things here remain murky. Though his official title falls under person of interest, the federal warrant out for his arrest potentially changed things. It brought in the possibility of new classification as a fugitive of justice. Hey, Angel.
Now, technically, classification
Hey,
of fugitive of justice is a crime. This leaves room for the legal possibility of a citizen's arrest. However, it ultimately depends on what state or even county Brian finds himself in. If a citizen like Dogg attempts to perform a citizen's arrest, but Brian is cleared of fugitive of justice status at that place and time, then that leaves room for the charges above. As it stands then, officials have not used this term to describe Brian, and you cannot hold a non-criminal person against their will in any way, shape, or form.
There you go. What's that tell you? Crazy, right?
That is
I
crazy.
mean, crazy. What's this? Beaten up. Oh, what is this? You sent
Check
me.
it out. That's the one I sent you about the rapist that got his ass beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, UK's most prolific rapist severely beaten up after victim wakes up.
No shit.
Yep.
Oh, man. Let's read this. The most prolific... Okay, you already did that one. A never-before-seen mugshot of Reinhard Sinaga, who was convicted of 159 sexual offenses and is believed to have raped more than 200 men in Manchester over the course of a decade, shows him bruised and bloody after his final victim hit him as he attempted to escape. Well, you deserved every damn bit of it, you pig fucker. The image was released by Greater Manchester Police in the advance of upcoming BBC documentary Catching a Predator, which looks into Sinaga's horrific crimes and the subsequent investigation into the 38-year-old. Ooh, that's him. Ooh, bad juju. Bad juju. Sinaga was caught in 2017 when one of his victims woke up after being drugged and attacked him in order to get away, leaving him in a pool of his own blood on his bathroom floor. Good! According to the Manchester Evening News, in a 999 call, which is their 911 call made to the police, the victim told the dispatcher, "I've got blood on me because I tried to hit him to get him away from me. He trapped me in his house for most of the night. I've had to, I know it's violent, but I've had to hit him a few times just to stop him from attacking me." Oh, my Lord. Police initially arrested the teenage victim over the assault, but soon discovered a video, Sinaga's phone, showing him attacking the victim. What the hell? Right? Hippie? Creepy. Leading to his arrest on suspicion of rape. Subsequent investigations uncovered hundreds of videos and images of Sinaga attacking male victims he had lured back to his apartment. Jeffrey Dahmer come to mind?
Mm-hmm.
And drugged while prowling Manchester's nightlife scene. He had also kept phones, wallets, and ID documents belonging to his victims, leading officers to describe him as a trophy rapist. What a weirdo.
We beat the britches off that boy, didn't he?
Yeah, he should have gotten more, actually. Speaking in the BBC documentary, God, I'm going to have to watch that. Let me find that documentary, BBC. What was it called? Predator.
It's up the list there.
Okay. One of his victims, who was the first to have waived his rights to anonymity, recalled that he couldn't remember anything when he woke up in his attacker's flat, only discovering that he had been raped when he was shown images of himself comatose in the middle of an attack by police. Sinaga was sentenced to life in prison. Yay! Yay! And is currently serving minimum of 40 years. Holy shit. What a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They did not beat him up enough. Exactly, Diana. Yep, exactly. I agree.
Says, I would have gone full on Lorena Bobbitt on him before beating him to death. Boy, that didn't sound
Hey, Doc.
right, did it?
No shit, right? Oh my God, that's just crazy crap. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me see. What else we got going on here? Okay, let's talk about this. So, you guys know where Gabby Petito's body was found, right? So actually, there was another hiker that had been missing also. And they found him. And so we're going to read this. His name was Bob Lowry. And, I want to send my condolences out to the family. It says, another story is sadder ending than we saw coming. Last week we told you about the silver lining of Gabby Petito's case. The widespread interest in what began as search for a missing girl has shined a spotlight on another missing persons case, and one was even solved due to it. Robert Lowry was mentioned during the coverage of Gabby's investigation, prompting 2 separate calls, which eventually led to the father of 2 being found. And not too far from the YouTuber in the Bridger Teton National Forest. Unfortunately, it was too late. He was dead. Now we're learning more from the unconnected but surprisingly closed case. Teton County Coroner Dr. Brent Blue has released a report on the case and the manner of death for Lowry, a 46-year-old, died by suicide, a single gunshot wound to the head, apparently self-inflicted. I'm sad to hear that.
News is heart-wrenching, made all worse by the fact that Houston resident was the father of 2 children, 12-year-old Meredith and 15-year-old Luke. Bob's sister Lee mentioned his devotion to fatherhood in the statement about a month after his disappearance in August. Bob talks to those kids every day, multiple times a day. He's never out of touch with them, but it's been 37 days and nothing, and that's what's concerning. It was her statement.
She explained that her brother had recently left his real estate job and had just been going solo hiking trip in Wyoming before getting into a new job. He was spotted per a witness who reached out to authorities on the Black Canyon Trail wearing a black baseball cap, carrying a duffel bag. It seems now that he was hiking into the middle of nowhere to be alone when he ended his life. We cannot imagine leaving behind 2 children like this, so sad that he was unable to find the help he needed. There is a GoFundMe for this. They said Bob, a loving father, is survived by 2 beautiful children, Meredith and Luke, their mother, Christelle. The children will have the unconditional love and support our fully extended family. However, in the wake their father's unexpected death, we want to ensure that they are best set up for their future. Regardless of monetary contribution, please know that we have felt the continued love, support, and prayers from our community and families and friends throughout this tragedy. Thank you from all the bottom of our hearts. And right there, if you or someone you know, hey somebody, hello. Hi Remy. If you or someone you know are struggling with depression and or suicidal thoughts, please reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, Lifeline, at 1-800-273-8255 or text HOME to the Crisis text hotline 741741. So, yeah, that's a sad story. I'm saddened to hear that. Oh, Lordy. So, yeah. Oh, let's see what else you got me going here.
Well, you remember a while back we did a show on the Zodiac murderer.
Yeah.
We did a show recently. A team of cold case FBI detectives retired. Think they may have cracked the case. They may have found the guy that was the Zodiac, and that's also in your Facebook thing there.
Oh, it was somebody that, hey, Iron Woman. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, somebody. It was a gentleman that they found close to where Gabby Petito was found. So, yeah, let me see. Let me pull that up.
It's in your Facebook.
Yeah, I'm
with the
looking
dog
for it.
stuff.
I'm looking for it. Be patient with me. I don't get paid enough.
I was doing my homework today. I sent her all kinds of shit.
You're doing good.
I sent her all kinds of shit today.
You're sending me all kinds of things. Okay, here we go. So, very strong suspect named in Zodiac killer case by Cold Case Group. Now, this group, my heart is with you now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gabby. This group is like a bunch of sleuths, just like we are. Okay? So, here we go.
Chips this afternoon. Pretty cool site there. KTV's Chris and Catherine live from Pier 32, where the
Wrong.
is anchored. And Christian, the commander of that ship, says visitors are welcome on board, and those
Wrong.
You're about 3 minutes into it.
Okay.
You may have to rewind it.
Here,
There
it's
you
right
go.
here.
The murders terrorized the Bay Area decades ago, and the killer taunted police by sending letters to the media. But now a team of independent investigators says it has identified the Zodiac killer. KTV crime reporter Henry Lee joins us now live with some of the new evidence and the doubt that remains. Henry.
Heather, for years there have been many people who have been identified as the notorious Zodiac killer, but this group says they've got the right guy. Another man now identified as the infamous Zodiac killer.
We have 6 people that he told towards his last years that he was the Zodiac.
Tom Colbert is part of a group called the Case Breakers.
Oh.
That includes former FBI agents, believes Gary
This is
Francis
scary.
Post is the Zodiac. Post died in 2018. Over the years, many other men have been ID'd as the killer.
Hey, everybody.
Wait, let me stop this real quick.
Yeah, pause
So
that right there. Oh,
You guys know that this case has never been solved.
right.
The Zodiac killer has never been solved.
He taunted the police by telling them that he would put his real name into the ciphers that he sent.
Yeah.
And if you can back that up, just where it shows that cipher.
Hang on. Let me find where.
That is out the
Hang on.
Post is the Zodiac. Post died in 2018. Over the years, many other men have been ID'd as the killer.
Hey, everybody has a.
There it is. Pause it right there. Okay. Go to the very bottom line.
Okay. Whoops.
You see, it says ZO triangle AIK, which Zodiac.
Where the hell are you looking? Oh, ZO.
Yep.
Okay.
Triangle, which would be a DI or AIK, Zodiac.
Okay.
Okay. Now go to the third line up from the bottom.
Okay.
No, that's from the top. Go from the bottom up.
Okay.
Third line. Now go over to the right. There's see the P?
Yep.
POSHT. Post.
Well, where's the H come in? POST.
H would be silent. Think about that. I mean, it's a cipher, so it can overlap.
Uber, I left you a message on Twitter. Okay, Iron Woman, I'll look. Post. Okay. So Zodiac Post.
I mean, there's you can find all kinds of names in there, but I
Right.
thought that stood out to me when they said his name was Post.
Yeah,
It
they said
literally
they
like jumped off the cipher at me
yeah,
right there.
and then right down here at the bottom where he's talking Zodiac.
Zodiac, Zodiac.
Okay, here we go.
We have evidence that is out the kazoo. It's amazing. I mean, we have tons of evidence.
Among that evidence, they say, a shoe size match, court affidavits from witnesses. The Zodiac was tied to at least 5 killings in the 1960s, including one at Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo and others in San Francisco. The group believes Post wrote the coded messages that taunted law enforcement. One tantalizing clue, the killer claimed his name would be hidden in the
Oops,
symbol.
sorry.
His name is Post.
Sorry,
He
sorry,
ended
sorry.
up with the stamp, and they couldn't figure out his last name. He cleverly used the postmarkings as
Sorry.
That's muted.
Post had scars on his forehead from a car crash that matched scars on a sketch of the Zodiac.
that is irrefutable. That is a mark that's the same. It's on him all the way to his death at 80 years old.
Who are we to say yay or nay?
San Francisco Chronicle reporter Kevin
Wow,
Davis has
Gabby.
been covering the Zodiac case for years. He says he's not so sure Post is the right guy.
You know, I got an email 2 weeks ago saying that they found Herb Cain's name in the anagram. So Herb Cain must be the Zodiac. Before that, it was Charlie Manson.
Back in December, the FBI confirmed that a Zodiac cipher had been cracked by codebreakers. His message said in part, "I hope you're having lots of fun in trying to catch me, and I'm not afraid of the gas chamber."
Wow.
The FBI told me the Zodiac killer case remains open and that there is no new information to share. I got the same response from Vallejo Police and the SFPD. Reporting.
Now that would be a story to look into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, now here it is, several years after the fact. Even this suspect passed away 2 years ago. You're never going to get a confession. You're never going to hear a confession, even though he had supposedly told 6 people that he was the Zodiac. We don't have that recorded. We don't have that in writing. We don't have any details given out.
Right. Right.
And how many people in the past have claimed to be the Zodiac that weren't? There's been a dozen or so deathbed confessions claiming to have been the Zodiac killer. So do we really know for sure? We'll probably never know, unless, let's say when this guy passed away, maybe he had a trunk in his attic and they find, the suit that he wore at the lake that day with the shroud and the apron with the Zodiac symbol on it from the drawing, unless they find some clear evidence that was in his possession, we'll never know for sure whether or not.
That is scary stuff, Hope whoever he really was, that he's no longer on the earth. Well, this guy, they said, died in 2000, what'd they say,
2018, yeah.
2018, yeah. So, that's pretty scary, to be honest with you.
But I mean, there's got to be some evidence out there because, at one of the killings, there was speculated that he might have actually filmed it, where he had came up from the car, approached the car, and then went back to his car, and then came back to the car and actually killed him. Like he went back to the car to reposition the camera, and then went back over to the car and then started shooting. And so there was some speculation that there was possibility that he actually filmed the murders with like an old Super 8 camera or something like that.
So don't you think that if they suspected this guy, and especially of filming, that they wouldn't have investigated him after he died to look and see if they could find any evidence?
Well, I mean,
I
would
would
have probable cause, and they got to be able to convince a judge to issue a search warrant to go in and search any property that he has.
Right.
And it being that cold a case, without finding some evidence first, other than just, he's told 6 people that he was, and he's got the scars that match up with the.
Yeah, but they might have some more evidence. I'm just saying it would make perfect sense to do that.
But he's got to go through they got to go through the right channels too. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure they do. Yeah, I'm sure they know that, honey. I'm just
And-
saying that makes sense that they would do that. You know?
Well, yeah, they would do that, but if they don't find some kind of ironclad evidence to present to a judge to get that search warrant to go find more evidence.
Well, we don't know that they didn't do that, so I don't know.
mean,
Yeah, I mean,
now,
they have to follow
it's
protocol.
a possibility that the family would allow them into there. That's
I
a
don't know.
possibility.
I don't know.
3 years ago,
Yeah, I don't know.
They still have any of his belongings.
And then
I don't
again,
know.
he could have got rid of all that stuff years ago too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Who knows? Who knows?
We'll
I would just
probably
hope that, you know, that we'll never know, but
We'll
you know, I would
never
just hope
actually
that they
know.
would. I just hope that they would try their best. I'm sure they have, you know, to do that kind of thing. I don't know. Who the hell am I? I don't know.
I'd like to believe that they got the right guy. I'd love to be able to prove that they had the right guy,
Right.
but I don't think that that'll ever be proven. Unless one of these days somebody's going through a storage unit someplace and finds an old Super 8 video and decides, hey, what's on this? And it happens to be, you know, one of the murders or
Why would
something
you-
like that, you know?
Gabby says, yes, there's been a lot of claimants to their guilt. Now, how fucking stupid is that? Yo, pick me. I'm the Zodiac
There's
killer.
a lot of sick people out there. And think about that. Okay. At the same time, a few years ago, we covered the escape from Alcatraz.
Right.
Remember
right,
the Anglin brothers?
Right.
Okay. A few years back, John Anglin wrote a letter to the FBI saying, hey, my name is John Anglin. My brother and my brother Frank and this other guy escaped from Alcatraz back in 1968 or 69, whatever it was.
Right.
All three made it. It had actually stated in the letter that they had all three made it, but the other two had passed away from cancer, and he was willing to give himself up and come in exchange
Exactly,
for
Diana.
treatment because he was dying of cancer too.
Wow.
And the FBI did not deem it credible and said, yeah, well, if you are, well,
Yeah,
that's
so
going to
be
take care of it.
yeah. Yeah, no kidding, right? So, ooh, look at, put light on it. And there shall be light.
But think about that too. I mean, you know, this is a case, the Zodiac killer, he's got to be what? You know, if he was, let's say he was somewhere between, I want to say about 30 years old when he committed the murders back in the 60s. How old would he be now? I mean, this guy died in 2018, so he must have been up there in years. How many people would you know,
Right, new.
say they don't have the insurance to cover like being diagnosed with cancer, and they're at that right age, and they could say, oh, I was in that area at this time, I'm Zodiac, and they go to prison, they get their health taken care of, they get their treatments for their cancer, and they live a little bit longer, you
Right.
know? I mean,
News
it's crazy
says-
what people will do to save their lives, you know what I mean?
News says, what's the point looking into the Zodiac case if they don't look into this man's life? True. True story. And who's to say they haven't? Who knows?
Oh, I'm sure they've looked into his life and his background, but you know, without some kind of evidence that puts him at the scene of the crime or the scene.
Well,
you
we
know,
don't know what they have.
Yeah,
I'm not going to assume that they haven't looked into it.
I'm
not. They haven't.
sure. I'm sure since this story just broke in the last week, there's going to be another movie that comes out or another book. Though that group will end up writing a book on their findings or something, and
Yeah, that could be documentary or something, huh?
yep, there'll be some kind of documentary or something come out on it.
So listen, I have been bookmarking this shit for a month since this Brian Laundrie stuff has come out, and we haven't had a chance to play any of it.
Okay.
Ghost, and I want to share some of this stuff. Now watch this dog. See this dog up here?
Looks
See
like a
this
cat.
dog? No, it's a dog.
Is it a
It
dog?
does look like a cat, though, in that position, yes. Watch this shit. Watch this.
Trust fall. I'm just saying that guy kind of looks like Brian Laundrie.
Look at this. Oh my God, how adorable. One more time. That dog trusts this guy. Look at that. That was some training there. I'm telling you. So okay, so I got to make sure I get rid of these because my
Don't you think that guy kind of looks like Brian Laundrie?
oh please.
I was doing that to Lady Swan last night. We went out to Applebee's for dinner. And I'm like, hey, there he is. She's like, who? I said, Brian Laundrie sitting in that back booth. Look, he's wearing a Steelers cap, but that's him. Looked
Yeah.
over there, and it's some guy, beard, skinny, kind of looked a little bit like him, but it wasn't. I said, look, over across the room, there's another one over there. There's two Brian Laundries here.
That could get somebody killed.
I'm just saying, like, that's the way that the youngsters are wearing their beards nowadays.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there that look a lot like him. I'm just saying.
And I'm saying,
and there's been instances of people seeing him around this area here lately, supposedly.
Yeah.
Cambridge, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I don't even want to talk about that puke.
And it's just
so, mistaken identity.
Yeah. And it's
ruin their lives.
Mm-hmm.
It can get somebody hurt. He's such a puke. I'm so pissed off at him. If I had him in front of me, why, I'd tell him the what for. I would, Ghost. He's just a little shit.
What's this with the train track?
A little boy. Now, watch this, Ghost. This will melt your heart. Will melt your heart. This little boy is going to see a train go by. And when he goes by, he realizes his daddy is driving the train.
Uh-huh.
Watch this. This will melt your heart. Wasn't that adorable? Way to go, Daddy says.
Cute.
Isn't that adorable? Okay, so now watch this. This girl here is standing up here taking pictures, and watch this. Oh, let me play it again.
Damn. Is that a seal or?
A seal! A seal grabbed that woman by the back.
Are you alright?
Oh, it was a little girl. It was a little girl. Holy shit.
And she had her back to him too.
Yeah. And that guy went in and saved her.
I wonder if that was the white smock or whatever it was she was wearing.
You figured it was a what, Ghost?
The dress she was wearing is all white. Maybe it.
I don't know. Oh, shit. Yeah, that could have been. Unbelievable, right?
That's crazy.
That's scary as hell. Wow. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I went, oh, hell no. Now look at Ghost. I don't know about you guys, but do you have a mailman like this? Did you see what he did?
Kicked a hole in the door?
Yeah, he kicks a hole in the door.
That looks like a Russian.
It's a Russian mailman.
Okay. I'd say he's Russian. He's definitely
Russian,
in a hurry.
Right? Oh my God, look at this.
Door locked, fuck it.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. Yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that.
Wow.
Now, this is what's scary. Crazy scaffolders dismantling a hanging scaffold. Okay, so let's look into this. Listen to it. They're just hanging there. No kid knew. Normal work day in China. Look at that. That's scary as hell. Go lay
Balls of
down.
steel.
Go lay down. Lay down. How scary is this?
You better have
No.
your shit screwed on tight for that.
No way you would never find me doing that, Ghost. I don't care how much money you gave me. Watch this. Now, this will keep your thieves out from behind the in your truck.
Right? I need that.
You do. Need one out in your front yard. Right? Okay, so then you got this one. Whoops, wait. Look at this. I couldn't believe this. I thought this was ingenious. Hang on, I gotta enlarge it. Okay, so this poor guy is just wanting to fill up his car. Just wanting to do that, that's all. He pulls up, they pull up, these guys pull up, they're gonna rob this guy. He's
Douses
getting
them with gasoline.
Yeah, they get the hell out of Dodge.
Right?
Oh my God, Ghost. Look at this.
Nobody light a cigarette in that van.
Oh my God.
Just right inside there. Look at it. Right in the van.
Oh Lordy,
Right
got
in the
that
van.
inside of the van and everything. Oh my God. I couldn't help it. I thought that was pretty good. Now, I thought this was gorgeous. This is
I would have moved the car and then lighted a match.
Oh my God, yeah. My pink microphone has gotten me in so much trouble. So much trouble. So let's just bring in the pink microphone so everybody that knows what I'm talking about. This is my pink microphone. Just in case you all don't know. Here, there it is.
Could you see Uber up there on stage twirling around and have that thing over his shoulder, around her neck, and over down her back? And,
So my pink microphone is always here. Let me take this off of sharing for a moment. Let me take down this so that we can see the virtual background, so that people can see, what really happens. So this is my microphone, my pink microphone. So, and it's always on this thing, and it's always here to the left and out of the sight. I use it for skits. It's called a hillbilly microphone.
It's something.
So I had a new caregiver came in. New caregiver comes in, and I'm showing her throughout the house where everything is. And we get into the office, and she stands there for a minute. And she sees the pink microphone, and she goes, "Oh my."
yeah, you might want to take that down, Uber, because YouTube has been taking down channels for showing that. But
Oh, Lordy. She says, "Oh my." I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. So, anyway. Well, what else do we got? Do you want me to show this last thing about Joe Petito and John Walsh?
oh, you can. I mean, it's up to you.
Do you want me
John
to,
Walsh. John Walsh goes on a tangent. Yes.
He does. Okay. So, there's no secret. There's no love lost. And about how John Walsh feels about the Gabby Petito case. And so I was watching news stories last night, and as y'all know, this is Natalie Holloway's mother. This is Erin's. Her name is Erin. I believe wasn't her daughter Erin that passed away. Little girl that passed away. And then this is Joe Petito, Gabby's dad. This is John Walsh, who lost his son Adam. So let's play this, and you'll see exactly how John Walsh. I'm not going to let you listen to it all, but there's a certain, hey, Red Road Runner, there's a certain
amount of disdain.
Thank you. I didn't know how to put that.
There's definitely a certain amount of disdain.
I said to Ghost, I said, I've got something to show you. And he said, oh, I saw that. And I said, you see this part? No, I didn't watch it all. And I said, watch this. So here we go.
Know if everyone else had, but we're able to kind of lean on each other, which is great because there is four of us, and then family and friends, and social media has been crazy, in terms of supportive,
Lay down.
so
Lay down. Lay down.
Social media wasn't as prevalent as it was, today as it was back when all the other guests had their worst day of their lives. So,
John Walsh, you have become the face of fighting.
I do too, Jenny.
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know your story and why you embarked on the mission that you did to catch people who've done wrong. I think if anyone has sage advice for Joe Petito, it would without question be you. Is there something that you would like to start off the conversation saying?
And action.
Showtime.
Joe and his family have joined the Horrible Club. Myself and the other two ladies on tonight belong to the parents of murdered children. And I would say this to Joe. I've been watching him. He's handling it in his family with a lot of dignity and a lot of poise. It's the worst thing that you can imagine to happen. And I would say to him that a couple of harsh things that you have to realize is that pretty soon, Brian Dirty Laundry, and I call the laundries Dirty Laundry because.
And this is where he takes the left turn down the dirt road.
And here we go.
Probably beat to death a beautiful young girl. But you've got to be strong because this is already starting to drop out of the news cycle. I've seen it on every missing child case that I worked on. Elizabeth Smart, the FBI gave up on her and told Ed and Lois Smart that she was dead in the desert. They'd never find her body and they should have a memorial. And Ed Smart said to me, John, should we give up? I said, no. I profiled her 17 times on America's Most Wanted. Found out the guy who took her, put the word out in a couple spot, watched America's Most Wanted, the 17th episode, and spotted her alive in Sandy, Utah. But the harsh reality is that I believe the public and it is going to be the key in social media in catching this horrible coward and his despicable parents who are going to pay someday. They truly are dirty, the dirty laundries. I can't believe this guy's going out searching. Where was he trying to help before? It's just a giant ruse. I said it that he was never in that swamp, and they spent $1.5 million of Florida taxpayers' money and gave him 4 or 5 more days to get ahead. That Johnny Cochran wannabe Steve Bertolino, what a piece of crap lawyer he is. But anyway, I say to Joe and his family, murders of children's families wind up with terrible problems. I learned one thing, be kind and loving. You'll have a good day, your wife will have a bad day. Your family will be up one day, they'll be down. Stay healthy, get your sleep, because you're going to be the guy that's going to keep
Preach it, John.
You and Gabby's mother and your new wife and Gabby's new husband. It's going to fall on you to keep this guy's face in the media. That's how we find missing children. 80% of missing children are found because of pictures and on the media. I caught 1,422 of uncatchable guys that cops.
And this is where the host has to step in and goes, it's not all about you.
Public television, social media don't like this case. So I'm saying to Joe, be strong. You're still going to have to battle to keep Brian's face out there. He could stay out there for a long time, but I'll tell you what, that lawyer and those parents gave him such a head start.
Oh,
he
boy.
left the house after they scrubbed the van, and when Daddy bought the camper top, and they went out with Daddy and Mommy, and the neighbors went, why would the dirty laundries take their son in a tiny camper?
Dirty
Drop
laundries.
him off somewhere. That's my philosophy. We've gotten a lot of good tips. A lot of them, one of Gabby's former friends called up and said, nobody's talking about the fact that Brian said that he spent 3 months living out of a backpack on the Appalachian Trail. I think they maybe brought him up through Alabama. The father probably did in that notorious camper, because when the camper came back in the pickup truck, he wasn't there. But they gave him a head start, I think, to Mexico. Could have gone across Alabama, across Louisiana. I caught 47 guys in Mexico. You can walk right across the border and head forever.
Of course, Joy.
As much money as they could. They got them burner phones that are untraceable.
Yes,
and
Diana.
I hate to say it, I love cops. 122 of them were killed in the line of duty so far this year, but they dropped the ball. He was never in that house. And that lawyer's sending everybody into that swamp. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. And they cut him off right there.
Say, Well, you know,
Yeah, he was off on kind of a tangent. Like
Yeah.
he just completely took over the show.
He was not done. He
For
was
about 10, 15
yes.
minutes. I mean, you sped it up, but yeah.
Yeah, I sped it up. Yeah, but he was pissed, and you know it's.
But I agree with him. I totally agree with him. What he thinks, I agree. I think there was multiple burner phones purchased. I think that they sent the FBI into the reserve, knowing that he wasn't in a reserve. He was 17 miles away in this other, preserve area that wasn't even part of the fucking reserve.
Yeah,
and they've been
I
searching
agree.
that reserve for a month. So how long does he need to get away? They bought him a month, and now the father goes out. Well, you guys are in the wrong spot. He was over here. This is where we got his car from.
Ooh, we were a day off. We don't remember. Yeah. So anyway. Okay, everybody, that's the show for tonight. I hope you all have enjoyed yourselves. What are you going to do left tonight there, Ghost and Lady Swan?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I know.
She says sleep.
She's asleep, yeah.
She said sleep.
Yep.
I wore my ass out.
Yeah, we had the grandkids all day.
Yep.
Had them for the last 4
Hey,
days.
Lulu, Florna, thank you for coming in. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It has been a very, very good night. It was a good show. Tomorrow night, we will be doing Histories and Mysteries.
Davros, behave yourself.
It's over, Boo. Throws popcorn at the soiled condom. You are
And a
so
soiled
naughty.
condom.
Oh, my God. So, with that being said, I am going to say adios, amigos. What do you got to say for yourself, Ghost?
Bye, Ghost.
Bye, Ghost. I want to thank everybody for coming in, and we love ya. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.